ask you, what are the key focus areas for Kyrgyzstan in strengthening economic and trade relations with Pakistan?
Yes. With brotherly Pakistan, of course, we enjoy very close relationship and was over millennia or historic ties. Most of our goods, say textiles, lots of fruits, we had, the original Silk Road. It was always between South and Central Asia and onwards. But of course, in the modern times, Pakistan is a very important partner for us diplomatically. We enjoy very close brotherly relations in people-to-people's sympathies and support. We are very much thankful to the great nation of Pakistan that was at our side when we gained our independence. And we recall historic visits in the 90s and later, but especially in the 90s, of the government, presidents of Pakistan. And they gave us guiding support when we were in our early stages of nation building. But this is the time when both the Kyrgyz Republic and also our neighbors in Central Asia, we are having a new momentum of economic development and very much confident, sustainable development. And therefore, this is the new stage of our cooperation and bilateral relations when Pakistan, but also very importantly, this great port city of Karachi will become and serve as a gateway for Central Asia. We hail the success of the economic corridor and turning the Karakorum Highway into the all-year-round logistics connection to Central Asia. And therefore, I am here at the instruction of our national leadership to research, study, visit, establish ties, find friends that will turn this port into our gateway to the world. Today we learned that at the moment the traffic, the cargo, it's even around 1%. But in the future I can say with confidence that both imports to Central Asia and also exports to from Central Asia handled hopefully via Kyrgyzstan will be responsible for considerable share of the cargo via Karachi port, but also via several other ports. I'm very encouraged by what I heard this morning about the potential as a current state, but also Karachi port as well as other seaports. There are the world-class facilities. There are the world-class facilities that will be very important for our economic development. Pakistan has important manufacturing capacity. For example, I just give you one example. Kyrgyzstan we have a very vibrant garments industry. At the moment, most of our textiles, they originate from other countries. But we do know that Pakistan is responsible for considerable share of textiles in the world. So thanks to the better connectivity, thanks to the better logistics operations, we are able to purchase textiles industries, as well as, for example, rice. Rice is a very important part of our diet. So basmati rice, of course, made in hardworking Pakistan agriculture industry will be important source. Beautiful fruits, juices, all kinds of food products from Pakistan. So it's already, Pakistan is a great production and export already bilaterally. But also, of course, as a transit, as a gateway for our trade with the rest of the world. It will be very important for us to have business delegations, to educate our communities, as well as, of course, I'm so much heartened to hear about considerable investment by Pakistan in developing resorts. You know, this is the closest destination for us. The direct flight from our capital city to Islamabad is actually as short or even shorter than the flight connection between Islamabad and Karachi. So it is very, very much we need to reestablish the roots and rediscover each other. Our great ties that lasted for millennia were interrupted by the last 100 years, but now we are finding each other and learning about each other and establishing strong foundation for centuries to come. Energy sector is very important. Energy sector, we have already projects like CASA 1000 that is about exporting excess hydro capacity from Kyrgyzstan, but also from other Central Asian countries, namely Tajikistan. There is a high voltage linkage via Afghanistan, CASA 1000. We have completed all in Central Asia, and all of us, we are working very hard to so that Afghanistan, our brothers and sisters in Afghanistan, they establish a stable and prosperous state and peace, and providing peace and security, because the main route, of course, lies via Afghanistan. But until then, we have, thanks to the economic corridor, we have the new linkages, and absolutely, we have just discussed that needs of our societies, economies in electricity will double and then triple in the coming decades. It's not only because of the rising consumer demand, but also because of the new industries. And therefore, absolutely, we will be in our discussions in Islamabad with the Honorable Prime Minister and his team. We have agreed that in the future, in the nearest future, we need to build the joint electricity grid, because there are seasonal fluctuations, you know, even during the day there are fluctuations of the need, and so connecting our electricity grids will be the main priority in the coming years. Absolutely, at the moment already around at least 8,000 students study in our universities. They are the best bond. They are the best ambassadors, and actually I want to use this opportunity to thank families of brotherly Pakistan for sending their sons and daughters. They are the best of the youth, and they are really hardworking students that will become great teachers and doctors and occupy important positions in society. But actually we want a lot of them to stay on in Kyrgyzstan. But of course, culturally, we will be bringing quite a lot of our own cultural institutions for concerts, for theater performances, even museums. When we look at the history, there's so much that connects us. There's culture, history, even something like our first names. We basically share all the first names, and it is so heartening to see that this is the nation that has given so much, and our region always were connected. But now, with the new momentum, both in Pakistan's rise and also the new momentum in Central Asian path to sustainable development, I think we will see our nations and regions grow very much together. It is true, you know, quite a lot of tourists, they come, not as many as we want. Already they originate from Kyrgyzstan to Pakistan. We saw mostly, of course, religious students. They come because there's a great tradition of Islamic studies, of Sufi tradition. that there's always been exchange over the centuries, and it has intensified after we gained independence and after we introduced religious freedoms. And there is something like medical tourism. Quite a lot of our patients, they come and use the world-class facilities of Pakistan medical institutions, for example, for some transplant operations, surgeries. And I am very much happy to learn that Pakistani business and government, you are investing in world-class resorts along your beautiful shoreline that will definitely attract, especially in the winters. We have very harsh winters, and we of course want our parents, our elderly community and families, young children, to have the reprieve from the freezing temperatures in December and January and come enjoy the hospitality of brotherly Pakistan. You know, during my call on the Honorable Prime Minister, I actually congratulated his government and thanked him for his leadership in turning around brotherly Pakistan's economy. We are very much happy to see that you are on your confident way out of the currency crisis and all kinds of that we saw, for example, during the previous session of the Intergovernmental Commission 2 years ago. It is night and day. And we can see the huge potential. This is the great nation that has all the talents, especially in IT sector, for example. So the old industries, the new industries, for example, we are discussing improving our fiber optic connectivity. And of course, again, Karachi and Pakistan, your access to maritime cables. And so those cables also need to be extended to Central Asia. So when we talk about this picture of our potential, Pakistan is the gateway for Central Asia, and Kyrgyzstan in Central Asia is actually, it's not only about the vibrant economies of Central Asia and markets, but also to larger Eurasia, to countries like Kazakhstan, Russia, and beyond. I think we are, this access, this north and south connection, this economic corridor, transport linkages, connectivity, this is one of the priority areas for our next 5-year plan. So hopefully we agreed today that we will work very hard and we will be very patient, very diligent, and we will see in the coming years taking our bilateral relations to a completely new level.